From the project hierarchy on the left, we can see that the gauge widget already contains the gauge pointer widget. According to the needs, multiple gauge pointers can also be added to each gauge. The gauge pointer widget can also be used independently in the UI project. Let me add the dial-related widgets to the project, and then I will explain these widgets one by one. The round radius of the slider is mainly aimed at its four corners. If it is 0, it will become a right angle and become a standard rectangle. For comparison, let's change it back to 5. Min and max are the minimum and maximum values of the slider widget. The value can be freely defined, but the maximum value must be equal to or greater than the minimum value. Value refers to the default value of the slider widget, which must be between the maximum and minimum values. Step is the step value, that is the minimum incremental amount when dragging the slider. If this value is 5, it means that each time you drag, the minimum increment or decrement is 5. The slider slides horizontally by default, but you can set it to vertical by clicking vertical. The vertical slider can slide up and down. Bar size is the width of the bar, and the user can enter it manually or modify its size by clicking. Similarly, dragger size is the width of the slider, but the slight difference is that the style and size of the dragger are also affected by the icon. Slide with bar indicates whether the slider can be slid by touching the screen. If unchecked, the slider widget can only be modified by instructions. The above is an explanation of the use of the slider widget in the GUI software. Users can also combine corresponding instructions to achieve more effects when designing projects. Next, we will explain the progress bar widget. The round radius here is the same as the round radius of the slider widget. If it is 0, it can be changed to a rectangle. Max is the maximum value of the current progress bar, and value is the default value. Since progress bar displays percentages, value is also displayed as a percentage of the maximum value. When value exceeds the max value, it will automatically be corrected to the same value as max. Then progress bar will also be displayed as 100%. The vertical here is the same as the vertical of the slider widget. The horizontal progress bar can be set to vertical after clicking. Next, we will explain Progress Circle widget, which is the circular progress bar. The value and max value here will be the specific values displayed on the HMI's UI, not the percentage-like progress bar. Of course, if you want to display it as a percentage, you can calculate it yourself. Start angle is the starting angle of the widget, and the starting position is 0 degrees in the horizontal direction. It can also be a negative number. Here I have modified the value and start angle of these 3 progress circles for your reference and comparison. Line width represents the width of the circle line, and the value increases from the outside to the inside. Can add characters at unit, which can be displayed after the value to represent the unit. Show text is whether to display the text. If unchecked, it will be hidden together with the unit. Line cap is to select the display type of circle bar, which can be square or round.